Sunadara hula kuda huna ikuda kausa kuda hula la huna ikuda hula la huna nehana. Dirana tutola ikuda huna itsusola la ruguna. Higara tutula higara tuna yola higara rahiana una nehana men. Hasana tutahaya usosora di hoa di hala rohona di hona men. Hatuda like a zona di hona hegosona nehana men. Hodara ikuda hula hoda hegosona nehana kuda harana nehana. Ninhana da kuta hola isona ni diona ke todo hola ra hat kuta lari diara luruda do sona hia ko dan nya do na ni susona di do hola re nya ga da nya ne amen si to you truly I tell you I am I survey in the lands sus ye call plants women my first evil EVOL with ED means adust. Adust, when you say evil, ED, adust. When I was hungry, or when I and my infinite were hungry, my infinite was up there when I was down here, or my infinite was down here, or I was somewhere else. This is how we feed. When I asked Mother to give me food, she gave me sundusts to go play. Here, daughter, go play. So I play, and I saw the rabbits. I put my dust in it. I play. What is the taste of the water they drink? And it tastes not nice, so I leave it. And then I left my dust. This is how you were, humans. It was my spirits. Because when Mama gave me a dust, it becomes mine. When I leave my dust into every little, and like when I leave it to the rabbit, it becomes mine. You know, women? Spirits. And I saw bees, you called spiders. I put my dust in it to see and taste what they were eating. And after that, I tried it. This is how I tried the water in the santan flower, and it's sweet, and I like it. While in the beginning, I put dust to flies and to become an ants. For symbol of the body. Body, humans. You don't get the idea about the body of the fly, the ants, the bees, and the spider? Every little thing that move it. Until I become Maleficent, I become what you called crickets. You know, women? Dust, 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 dust. Here, 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 And I say here, 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 meaning here, eat. That is how I shared him. Here, eat. Then they take my dust as they become spirits. Heads, heads, as this is where spirits are. Heads. I was the heads. Humans? But for you, I came down to the world and lay down my life, and all you do is trample upon my names. When I say, don't take thy God's name in vain. Don't vain thy God's names. As too I hated it when you started crumbling my beloveds. You get it, women? Since you start preaching my words, from my papa. You get it, women? Since you start calling the deads, as true I said, when you studied or read a book, you are calling the deads. And when they are around you, you cannot see either. This was my first dust. As the first to the second was Aya and Dad. You know? When I ask Aya, give me some dough. Dough means a hot water. And then he give me dust. Here, go find somewhere. And the first when I asked Dad, give me a coin. I'll go get something. He said, here. He gave me, you called golden. Give me a golden. And I give me silver. And what I did to them? I put them into first fly. First fly. And the second I give it to the ants. You know, women? Dust, dust, dust. As dust from the wind. And silver from the skies. You get it, women? This is a symbol of all that. I'll tell you in a while. So, at the third, I was hungry. Mommy, need something. I'm hungry. She gave me dust. You call snake. You know what I mean? And what I did to it, I crumbled it. Because women, like your sheep, she gave me a clay of in the play. Play is what you call the leaves. She gave me because she was like my sister was like a sheep, and she make we design. She designed it with like that a fish, which is she called it snake. She called it the snake a fish. She was so she gave it to me, and then I took a little of it and put it into the bee. Here, bee, eat. Because what I ask is not for me, but for them. So I give it to the bees. You call bees. Bees to us is I call bees. You know what I mean? This is how you become beasts. So I give it to the bees to eat for me because I cannot eat what my sister gave me. And this is what I do when I ask Ma. It's my sister that make it a style for me to eat it because I'm a picker. You know what I mean? I'm a picky. But I just pick a very, very small one and give it to the ants for it to taste for me. Why, women? Because of the Nephilim who cursed me to have the allergic. So I give it to ant to taste it for me. The allergic women. This is why I reverse it and give it back to the Nephilims. When the peanut was my favorite and I become allergic to peanut. Because of the woman Jezebel you are worshipping is the you called beast. And I put that I prick a little and give it to the ants, which is can eat for me, which is in the beginning has the dust of Aya and Dad. Women. And the fly had a dust of the chickens you called angels. You know, women? Wings. Their wings. You know? I take a very, very small part of the wing and like that, women. And then dust it. Dust it. You see the wing? Crystal. That was two of flakes from the crystal of the tetragramma, which is also snow. Snowflakes. You know? Flakes. Symbol of explore. I become, you called flies. Fly. Fly, 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 as I will. So the ant eat the what I give them. But when they tasted, I didn't like it. You know, they were our taster humans. You know, they were our taster. So when I taste what she gave me is not nice and was salty, I didn't eat it because I don't like salt. Why, human? I said, I am what you call tenatus. You know, what the Nephilim did to me. And so in this end, I'll give them back. This is why I'm reversing. I'm giving back to the Nephilim and the Rubian who cursed my gods. You get that, humans? Reversing everything they've done because I am what you call verse. V-E-R-S-E. V-E-R-S-E-A-L. Versil or Versiel. It's up to you how you understand it. So when the ants eat, I didn't like it. I pick a little and give it to the bees for me. For the bees to eat for me at the nectars of the flowers. That is how too I started eating. In this end, I start eating the nectar from the santan. Since you call me Saten, I become santan. You know, I become Santa. As Santa I was red hair, which only eat juice. Juice, I only eat juice, humans. You know? It is the juice from every little thing that I eat. As to why I curse the fig tree, because I wanted juice, but it didn't give me fruit. So I cursed it, and it becomes you, humans. The figs in the you called bees. You see the bees? There's figs on their front of their faces. That's too a symbol of the ants. Have the figs. That is figs, humans. You know, the what you called a hair, H-E-I-R. We call it H-E-R. While we call it har, har. You know, humans. We call it har. You look at the 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 bees. They have 6 feet because the two of it is har. You call the hair. That is what it is. Har we called we called har and you called it H-E-I-R. Which is they have only 4 feet and 2 har. 2 har for them to eat and hold. You get it, women? Which symbolizes the divinity. Divinity meaning bees does not touches the grounds, it stays where it is. At the top of the flowers, as I was, top of my mountains. For the worlds I become, lay, from Lama to LAMB, from LAMB to Lama. From Lama I become tiger to be called wrath of gods. You get that, humans? So 1, 2, 3. From 1 to 3, there's 4. That I made a toys to eat for me. And 2, protect my farm. What is this farm I'm talking about? I tell you in the next records. I am Isay. Suhara tagtarahuna. Amen. 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 Sara sara. Akturala. Amen.